Got to do it different way this time. Right, we are live onto YouTube for the last time.
Swear.
Yeah, please do not swear. Don't say fuck. Don't say cunt. Mayhem.
Fucking intro, Morg.
Mute myself.
Hello and good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the Football Booth podcast for the final time this season. This is our finale. My name is Fennan. I'm the main boss here, and with me I've got my two best buddies in the entire world. I've got Mayhem. How you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, the sigh. Ooh.
Yeah.
He said he did that with pain.
I'm alright.
Is he alright? I'm not gonna query that. And we got Cam as well. How you doing, mate? I know you built your new desk and it looks spick and span.
Yeah, mate, I'm doing bits.
You do.
From the picture he sent me, it looks like he tossed my mum into a lot of it while she's on one leg.
I mean,
You roped her into it, did you?
no, she wanted to help.
She wanted to help.
She did. Can't be trusted to build stuff, apparently.
Fucking dogs agreeing with you.
Mate, that dog is kicking off something chronic. Man.
I don't think I've got the right mic set up. I think that's why you can hear it.
Maybe. I think I noticed it in the last episode because you're a bit more. I don't know. There's more of an echo to it.
Yeah, I don't think that my Astro is set up properly because I'm trying muting my mic there and it wasn't muted.
No.
What mic have you got on?
I don't know.
This is an incredible start.
I've got speaker H2.
Do you need to get Mum to come upstairs?
Just go on to your sound settings, mate.
Mate, I'm trying to fucking multitask.
Oh, boys, we're off to a flyer.
We are indeed.
We are. Well, look. Whilst Cam is getting his shit together.
Why is PowerPoint open? I can't be arsed. Oh,
this is a shambles already, isn't it?
Apparently, Calvin Phillips has won a treble and he's fat.
Cam can build a desk but can't fucking click on sound settings and click his mic.
What was it? Sound settings, device settings, or both? One of them?
It'll be on sound settings.
It'll be fucking, I'll find something.
It'll be fucking...
Look at these going mental that they've won a World Cup against North Macedonia 6-0 up.
That's right.
They're winning 6-0 against North Macedonia but can't beat more than 4 goals. Shit, mate.
I don't want to talk about international teams, mate.
No, I should be the last person to talk about international teams. We've been shite.
Joe has to make sound effects when he smokes a fucking vape.
Mate, you've got some yappy dog in the background. Shut your mouth.
I don't know why you blow out like you have to make a sound effect like you're a Sims character.
It's a niche reference. Anyway, mate, put yourself on mute, sort your fucking mic, and then we'll chat.
Yeah. I think me and you, Joel, will have a chat for a bit. So, of course, the elephant in the room right now in the football world, that's a lot better.
Yeah, because it's actually on my fucking Astro.
That is much better.
Look at you, having the technical skills of someone in fucking P7. Good on you.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what. I'll ruin this whole thing. Keep making insults.
But Brendan Rodgers, I just have to say his name. That's all I have to say. Go on, boys. I'll just hand it over to you.
I mean, I said
share your thoughts, your views, like.
Well, it's kind of been. I mean, there's only really been one name for the last couple of days. Everything else has died down. Everyone that has some kind of tricolour or 4-leaf clover in their name on Twitter has predicted when he was going to be announced. So, yeah, it was obviously all confirmed today, and he's confirmed back. With it comes some some kind of validation of good news from the club. Obviously, he wouldn't be coming back if the kind of stuff that was being spoke about wasn't true. The likes of a hefty transfer budget and the improvements he signed on a long-term contract. So whether
Means
or not,
fuck all.
but it means when he leaves we get compensated. So whether or not we've learned from the fact that Ange Postecoglu was on rolling contracts and there was an easier exit for him, so who knows? But yeah, from a football, like I've said all day, I was obviously in the office today and it kind of broke and was talking to a lot of people. As a football coach perspective, it was probably the best name that we were linked with.
Sorry, Danny Walsh saved the penalty from Turkey. Sorry, continue.
Oh, fair enough. So from a football coach perspective, I don't really think anyone else that was linked, bar maybe Kirsten at Bodo Glint, was kind of up there. For whatever reason, that didn't happen, whether he didn't want to leave mid-season or Celtic didn't want to pay the compensation that Bodo Glint were asking for. I guess we'll never know. But the other names were pretty underwhelming. Even people that you would class as being, moderately successful and have had decent seasons. Even the likes of David Moyes and that, not really names that are, bowling you over in terms of the type of football that would be being played. From a football coach perspective, I can understand why the club would be interested in that. Just everything that's come before. It leaves a real kind of sour taste that this is someone that we've gone back to. There's no trust there. I'm sure he's probably a little bit disappointed that by the time he's wrapped up and signed his contract, all of a sudden the Bournemouth job's become available.
I couldn't believe that earlier. Gary O'Neill getting sacked.
Yeah, so he's probably kicking himself that he didn't hold out for a few hours longer. But that's always going to be the thing. What happens in 4 or 5 months when Premier League club starts to sack their manager because they haven't had a great start to the season. Anyone that goes, his name, if he's doing well at the time, his name's going to be thrown around. If he does all right in Europe and we're top of the league, his name's going to be thrown about. And let's be honest, no one trusts him to stay. I think anyone that I've spoken to, the maximum that anybody has any belief he'll be at the club is for 2 years. So yeah, I think in terms of will he be successful domestically, I think so. He won 7 out of 7 trophies the last time he was up here. He's obviously gone away, done quite good with Leicester. I know obviously that last season, didn't end well for him, but he had him in a poor position, yet he wasn't who took him down. And clubs that stuck with their manager, the likes of Moyes, the likes of West Ham and Moyes, the likes of Bournemouth, they ended up staying up. So, yeah, I mean, the other names that were being linked, the assistant manager to Pep, that Mascares or whatever his name is, butchering it.
The one that went to Leicester in the end. Maresca, was it? Yeah.
I don't know if that was. I don't think it was exciting anybody. But on the same, on the same front, who knew Postecoglu when he walked through the door? It was a niche appointment, and it was a fantastic one. So yeah, it's kind of, if you can try and extract all emotion out of it, which is difficult, you've probably got one of the best candidates that we were linked with in terms of success in Scotland, and then winning the FA Cup and finishing 5th with Leicester a few times. We've probably, if that was anyone else, if that was any other manager that had finished 5th in the Premier League and won the FA Cup and been moderately successful in England, I think we would have been roaring for it. It's just the nonsense that's come out post him leaving and everything else. So we'll see. Already already he's been in, officially announced for at this point about 9 hours, and already the Ndidi and all the links are flying around from Leicester free agents. So we'll see what he goes and brings in. Obviously, the good news is that John Kennedy and Gavin Strachan and the backroom staff have decided to stay. Whether or not,
Oh, that's good.
I don't know whether or not Celtic were kind of blocking them from leaving, or what's kind of happened there. But that structure will remain in place. I'm sure Brendan will look to bring in some people to flesh that out. Harry Kewell and the likes have decided to stay, and I thought Harry Kewell would be one of the almost certain departures with Ange.
Yeah.
But they've all decided to stay, so that stays the same. And now it's just a case of knuckling down and deciding, who he wants to play with, who he wants to go with, and really getting down to business. And you would imagine the fact he's got a decent budget, to go and really attack the kind of targets that he wanted last time. He missed out on the likes of Castagnier because the club didn't want to go for him, missed out on the likes of John McGinn because the club were penny pinching, and ended up with the likes of Jack Hendry and these kind of boys coming in. So I'm sure he's been given assurances that he'll be able to stretch his wings a wee bit more in the transfer market, and people that are identified he'll be able to go for. But it feels flat because of how much it's going to probably split the fan base. There's a lot of repairing that needs done, and I don't even know if it is repairable because of the way that he left the club.
Yeah, and like you said, that split there between the fans, and we've got one of them with us, and that's you, Cam, who was heavily against him returning to the club. Is there really, if there, by
European Cup, that's it.
Is that?
That's
Is there
it.
any silver
Okay, no.
linings that he
No.
could?
No.
Him coming
It's
back? No.
Backwards. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. He won 9 trophies at the end of it. Never
7.
lost domestic. Well, it would have been 9 if he stayed. It don't matter. You can argue, but it's pointless. It's just horrible decision making. I'd have rather took a nobody. It's backwards from Celtic, a club that players don't come up to, that we don't go backwards, and this is the worst decision since, well, probably in my lifetime, manager wise.
No, Lennon was worse, man.
No, I'd have Lennon.
I fucking would.
What, in that second spell?
Yeah, like the Lennon being.
As much as Lennon lost us 9, Brendan Rodgers is the man I blame for 9. So no matter, there is nothing he can do except from a European Cup. That's it, and even then,
Lennon should never have been given the job. He was in as a temp to coast us to the end of the season, which he did, and then he was appointed in the fucking showers after the treble. He should never have been given the job, and eventually, he ended up blowing the 10 and was far too stubborn to step away, and it cost us that season to finish 20 points behind them, like just an absolute shambles of a season. Look, that's what I mean. It's going to split the fan base. Look, I don't think anyone's bigger than the club, so obviously, most of the support will always back the club, and that's what we do. But certainly, it's a strange feeling because, like I said, if it was anyone else that would come in with that kind of pedigree, it would be seen as a coup. But there's just no trust there. What do you do? Like, are we already planning for him to leave? Like,
yeah,
because, like, let's be honest. If like I said,
It feels
come
like
January-
it feels like a really good loan signing again that you're trying not to fall in love with, isn't it?
like, come January, if he had a really good European campaign and we finished 3rd, or God forbid we had a decent group and we finished 2nd, we was in the knockout stages of European football post-Christmas, he bags the League Cup and we're top of the league, and then, Brighton become available because, say, like, Tottenham sack Ange, he's not doing well, De Zerbi gets the job or something like that, and Brighton becomes available. He's gone, isn't he? And that's, so what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
So you're gonna build for 6 months. I get what Cam's saying, and it's backwards because potentially you're gonna build for 6 months around this guy. He's gonna go sign players and he's gonna fuck off down the road. But in terms of, like I said, from a footballing coach, it's a good appointment. If you can manage to draw everything back, he is a good football manager. He should have won Liverpool the title without Slippy G going down. He did a good job at Leicester. He tends to have a lifespan where after about 3 years, that kind of Mourinho lifespan, after about 3 years, it will get stale and it kind of crumbles anyway. But, there's just no trust.
Yeah. No, I completely understand what the feeling's like, and it is very conflicting because it doesn't even feel like it's a long-term project, purely based off of how he left under his first spell.
He's coming into it on about a 5-year plan. I think we're all fucking stupid. He wouldn't be here if there wasn't guaranteed Champions League group stage football. He just wouldn't be back. He knows for a fact if he comes back and wins in Scotland, he's already done it, and it didn't build his profile big enough last time to get even on the Arsenal manager shortlist. So domestic success is only going to get him so far. He's back to try and take scalps in Europe and make his name that way and propel himself on to potentially one of the the top 6 teams in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's purely the basis behind him coming back to Celtic, is for him to rebuild his reputation again.
Yeah,
there's no other way of looking at it, because I mean, like you said, he is like you said, it's hard to sort of look past what he did previously and to find any sort of emotional attachment to him coming back, and for him to rebuild any trust within the club and the fans. Like, I don't see it at all.
Yeah, I think some people that have built up, that band just built up and have been fantastic for us, are just not his kind of players. Like Days Maeda, I can't see him. I can't see him being too fond of him. He's not great technically. Likes of Joe Hart, I can't see him again being too fond. Cole Starfelt not being too fond. Taylor, he wasn't fond of.
In all fairness,
before.
Joe Hart's probably kicking the bucket.
I think Joe Hart's got one more year. I don't think he's done anything wrong this season.
He's not good enough for European football.
I mean, if we have a budget of 30 million, which is the rumoured budget, 30 million, where do we go? And I think we have to prioritise certain places. Is he is goalkeeper a priority?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No.
I think Joe's got one more year. Can we get like an understudy
domestically? Yeah. Not Champions League football.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think he did. I think he was terrible in Europe this year, to be honest. So we can only sort of judge it as it goes. But those kind of players, it'd be fine with Cameron Carter-Vickers, it'd be fine with Alistair Johnson, it'd be fine with obviously Callum McGregor and Matt O'Reilly, that he obviously was very fond of. He was looking at for his Leicester team. Jota, I think, will be his mainstay on the left. And Gabada's more his type of player, obviously Kyogo. So it'll be interesting to see, where he goes with that. And I imagine there'll be a little bit of turnaround and some names leaving the football club that wouldn't have been leaving, if Ange had stayed. Like I said, the likes of Days Maeda and that, I think he'll probably look to move on and obviously bring his own players that suit his philosophy. So we'll see what kind of moves he makes. I'm sure, like I said, the club is basically completing a move for a Norwegian fella, I think it was, for 2.5 million.
Is it Shelderup?
No, it's not him. Unfortunately.
No, I see you went to Benfica. Surprisingly, I couldn't believe that.
So, 2.5 million. I can't think of the name at the moment, but he's apparently signed. So look, the club looks like it's in that kind of modernising realm where we have someone that identifies targets, so we have targets we identify, we go and buy them, and it doesn't overly matter who's in charge. So, and then obviously it's their job to coach the players, but I'm sure Brendan will be coming in and have certain people identified that he wants to bring in.
Yeah. Is there any key areas that you'd like to see Brendan strengthen in the summer window?
Yeah, it's a fucking Premier League club.
I think that there's always you're nitpicking at a team that's won a domestic treble. Could Carl Starfelt be better on the ball? Yes. Does that suit Brendan's style more? Yes. He's been fantastic in the air. He has a fantastic partnership with Cameron Carter-Vickers. I don't think they've ever lost a domestic game together when they've played. So, a formidable partnership that they've obviously grown. So, but maybe someone better on the ball. That's ultimately what Kobe Ashley was brought in to do, and wasn't great at the back end of the season. I don't think he's going to play with inverted fullbacks. Taylor isn't the quickest down the line to beat a man. So, Greg Taylor I thought has been fantastic, but I just don't know. Obviously, when we build into that kind of system that Brendan had, if they'll be suited. But I think there's rumours of a Tatty leaving. If the boy wants to go, again, what Andrew's really good at with the likes of Edouard when he come in and that, just let these players go. If Tatty wants to go, then let him go. Take the money that he's built up and the asset that he is, and sell him for 20 odd million or whatever, and then reinvest that back in and bring in maybe a player more again in Brendan's image. But I guess we can only see. I can only Tatty, I imagine, would fit into most people's image. I can't imagine that Brendan wouldn't utilise him. But if his head's turned and he's wanting away, then he wants away. Take the money and let's go. We move on.
No, sorry about that rude interruption. Arda Güler, the Turkish wonder kid from Football Manager, has just scored an absolute scorcher against Wales in the Euro qualifying match. I mean, I don't know why I'm still watching it. We're 2-0 down to 10 men. This game's a pile of shit.
Looking bleak.
Yeah, looking very bleak. And I feel at the moment Rob Page's days may well be numbered. He's only one win from his previous, I guess it'll be now 12 fixtures.
You can have Steve Clarke if you want.
You can keep him, man.
Can't really complain, mate. Winning games.
But you won on the weekend.
Yeah.
I bet it was brutal to watch. How we won that game was...
Just don't watch it, then.
It was glorious. Why am I not going to watch it?
You're just complaining.
Well, did you watch it, Cam?
Did I fuck?
Yeah, because it wasn't United.
Why would I watch it? Well, 11 men behind the ball against a shit Norway team. Yeah, sounds like fun.
Lyndon Dykes got forward eventually.
Liam, if that cunt starts, I'm not watching it. If there's any kids literally listening to this, if Liam Dyche is a professional footballer, don't let your dreams be dreams, mate. Do not let dreams be dreams, because my God.
Yeah. Lyndon Dykes is he's
Strikefuls of Liam Dyche and fucking...
It's not Dyche, it's Dykes.
Fuck what it is.
It's not even Liam either.
Shit, and fucking...
Dyche is in it.
Whoever the boy is,
Liam Dyche
got relegated.
So Lyndon Dykes, yeah.
Dog shit forwards,
he was injured.
Good. Hopefully injured forever.
It was brutal to watch. 5 at the back. We went 1-0 down, and then we changed
back against Georgia.
We changed to 4 at the back. Scored 2 goals. Went back to 5 at the back. It was an absolute snatch and grab. Like, it was, I mean, mental, to be honest. But has us in obviously a really, really good position now moving forward to actually qualify.
I was going to say, yeah, you are in a good place.
I think who've we got? Who's next? I think it's
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. So if we get a result there, then we really are in a strong place. So
as long as you shut out Kavaric Kelly in that game, you'd be grand.
You know, play 5 at the back, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Look, we're playing 5 at the back against Turkey, and we shipped 2 goals. So
You got 10 men though.
feels like we have 10 men on the pitch when we start.
5 at the back against fucking disabled kids, mate. Like, it's just the way it sets up. We could play 5 at the back against 11 infants who've just been born. He's got no bravery at all. Be 5-0 down, need a goal to qualify. We'll still have 5 at the back. See this out, boys. Right.
Well, they did change the 4 at the back. That's what I was saying. When we needed a goal, scored 2, quickly revert back to 5.
If you go 5-0 up with 5 men at the back, I'll tell you what, tactical masterclass.
No, never.
I think a lot of it, he feels it, and I'm not defending it because the football we play is awful, but I think he feels like he has to shoehorn in Tierney and Robertson.
Because he does.
Right.
He's the best 2 players in Scotland.
But if you're going to play Tierney as a centre-back, then just play him as a centre-back.
Maybe write to him. He might listen to you.
I doubt it. He doesn't come across as a...
Scott McTominay gets into that national team. I just got no hope.
Who would you play in front of him, though?
Anyone. Like Fred keeps him out of a Man United team. That's all that needs to be said. He's not a good professional footballer. He pushes some people over and he gets a bit angry. He's just dog, mate.
You scored 2 against Spain.
Yeah, there's probably a statue outside of Hampden.
He'll live off of that for the rest of his career. He'll be picked for the rest of his career because of that as well.
You
Really?
know,
Do you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, no, he will.
The problem is, like...
Give him a statue. I can't be asked anymore, man.
The problem is, Scotland are unbeaten in a year. So, like, the Scottish FA are just lapping it up.
Oh,
And if we make the Euros again, like, he's going to go down as one of the most successful managers. Well, in recent times, the most successful.
He's the most successful manager in my lifetime.
Yeah. So in recent times, but if he makes the Euros again, he's going to end up going down.
Years. It's not recent times, is it?
Pretty recent.
25 years isn't pretty recent, mate. It's a fucking travesty.
To go back and find a more successful manager, you're going back further than that. So,
exactly.
In this recent time. But
Well, how many managers have you had over the last 25 years?
Don't know, is that a fucking question? Was this one of the quiz started?
that's a good question,
I'm getting you
isn't it?
warmed up, aren't I?
You can. Clark.
No, I can't.
So you got Clark,
Strachan, McLeish,
who
Craig
else?
Burley.
Craig Burley. Was Walter Smith there?
Yeah.
Walter Smith.
He
Craig
left
Bran.
before we qualified to go join Rangers, didn't he?
Yeah, Craig Bran, Craig Levine.
A lot of Craigs.
Sounds good to me. I'd reckon like 8. England won 7-0.
Beautiful. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Clearly forgetting others that were maybe a wee bit before my time.
Showing your age there, Joel.
I think of trying to think of
Remember, it's been recent times though.
Don Hutchinson era. Yeah. Well, we'll have a deep dive.
So we've managed to name 7
We
managers.
this quiz.
Yeah, well, it's coming up, mate. Can you settle down?
Mate, look, we're going to get into it straight after we find out how many managers have been at Scotland over the last 25 years.
I'm gonna guess 12.
I think we're missing 2.
You alright, Mum?
Yeah, she's in to check on the desk because it's still standing.
Does she want to join in the quiz?
Probably have to take it out of recording. Let's go back to recording.
Take it out of recording.
How's Rory? Rory birdied the first hole.
So with Clark, oh, that can't be real, can it?
Oh, what have you stumbled across?
That can't be real. I mean, I've missed out one that's pretty embarrassing. Should have got that. Tommy Burns.
Tommy
Right. So
Burns.
from '93 to 2002, Craig Brown.
Okay.
From 2002 to 2004, Bertie Vogtus.
Okay.
2004, Tommy Burns.
Yep.
He was a caretaker. And
Okay.
then
Did he keep the
Walter,
grass?
and Walter Smith,
Yep.
Alex McLeish.
Yep.
Oh, it was George Burley, not Craig Burley. Brilliant. Making myself look great here.
It's fine.
Craig Levine,
Yep.
Billy Stark, that was
Yep.
caretaker. Gordon Strachan.
Yep.
There was a caretaker after Gordon Strachan, Malcolm Mackay. Alex
Oh, top
McLeish
boy.
and Steve Clark. So, I mean, do you count caretakers? I
Of course
don't
you
know.
do.
If we
One,
count,
two,
if we
three.
count caretakers and McLeish twice, it's been
1,
12
2,
different stints.
3,
Oh, what did I
5,
guess?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is that a point?
Yeah.
Taking
No.
it as a point.
It's not.
It is.
Guys, that point head starting the quiz for you, Cam.
I'm gonna need
Uh,
him because you're gonna go, "Mate, shit."
As a Tottenham fan, you take any point.
Well done. Great one.
Right, shall we?
Flavoured water, you fucking
Right, shall we?
pussy.
Shall we?
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Oh, look, the
I said, drink your fucking flavoured water.
It's not flavoured, mate. It's just normal in a flavoured bowl.
Ooh,
That's
trash
even worse,
talking beginning already.
Mm-hmm. Someone's put 50p in the dickhead, setting them down.
Way.
Mate, I'll make you generous recording.
It's not recording.
Good.
Right.
You're live on YouTube, motherfucker.
Are we?
No loving.
Right,
are
we crack
ready?
it. Are we ready?
No.
You got your pen and paper there, Cam?
Oh, I've got Word open, mate.
Perfect, that'll do.
Will it now?
All right, so how it's going to work. So I've got 20 questions here for you. I'm going to go through them, obviously one by one, and then once you are confident with both your answers, I'll then go through all the questions again and then read out the answers, and then you count up your own scores.
I could just cheat. You could
Yeah,
just tell me the answer and I could just
No,
say
you're
yeah.
not allowed to cheat. You're not allowed to cheat.
But you're not gonna, are you? So
You're not
that's
gonna-
just 'cause
no.
You're not 5.
Don't tell me what age I assume as, mate. 25.
Oh,
Cut
you're
that two
assuming
off.
age now,
5.
right? You know what? I'm deducting you points already. Coming out with that shit, right? Okay, right. We're ready. Question number 1. Like I said, they're a mixture of easy and hard ones. Right then. So, question number 1: Gareth Bale came through
Welsh.
which football team's academy? Write it down, you fanny.
Do I have to write it down or can I just...
Type it down.
Oh, why is this keyboard not working?
That's a great start.
Type in abbreviations if it helps.
Okay, does.
You good?
Yeah.
Question number 2. Lionel Messi joined Barcelona as a teenage player from which Argentinian team?
Is it that one?
Oh, shit. I think that's wrong. Shit.
I don't know.
Question number 3. Who is the only team to take the FA Cup out of England?
It's Welsh.
Question number 4. This is going to be quite a difficult one. Which is the only Scottish football club to have won the European Super Cup?
It's not that hard. It shouldn't be that hard.
The Super Cup.
The European Super Cup.
I mean, think.
Later than us.
And well, I can imagine it to be one club, but probably like Queen of the South or something now. Make myself look like a cunt.
Do you want me to give you a clue, Cam?
I mean, I could, no, it's fine.
You sure?
Live and die by the sword, mate.
I'll give you... It's a good clue.
Okay.
Right, clue is... It's not Queen of the South.
Great card. Can I ask, did they have a 100% win ratio against Real Madrid?
I don't fucking know.
Well, it's not the club I think it is then.
Next question. Who has 100%?
It's not looking good, bruv.
Right, question number 5. What nationality is football manager Manuel Pellegrini?
Huh.
Oh, he's got one.
I think I'm 5 for 5, mate.
That's your Welsh question out of the way, boys.
I'll be making jokes like that.
You got it, Cam?
No. Have you got
Okay.
it?
Have I
No,
got it?
I've written
I've got
answer.
20 out of 20, mate.
Ah, that's good, mate.
Question number 6. Which manager took Wigan to the Premier League for the first time?
I don't know. Fucking shit and dive. What's it about? Like, show your age.
Great age!
Done that.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, no, he's thinking...
I'm gonna put Belgium.
What, for which manager took Wigan to the Premier League for the first time? Belgium.
Belgium manager. I don't think his name.
He's not anymore.
We all know.
You put the Belgium manager. We're taking it as the current Belgium manager.
I'm laughing
Good
at you.
He's a national team manager, though.
Right, this is the question I was ever so worried about. Right, question number 7. It's a true or false question.
Oh, great.
So,
50-50.
yep, so good luck, Cam. Sir Matt Busby never played for Man United.
Again?
Sir Matt Busby never played for Manchester United.
I mean,
True or false?
I mean, this. I mean, it's one of these ones.
He's terrible.
It's one of these ones that I'm just going to pitch with the more unlikely answer, I think.
Okay, question number 8. I expect both of you to get this one. At which club's ground did Eric Cantona attack a spectator in 1995?
Well, I don't know. Was it Old Trafford? Was it fucking thingy?
Which club's ground?
Oh, Palace.
Nice one, Cam. Well done.
It's alright, mate. That's why I'm here. Why they invite me?
That's it.
Can
Sound out the answer.
To get an extra point for the ground.
Oh,
Palace.
I don't know. I can't remember. Did they have the cheerleaders back then?
No,
That's a shame.
it'd probably kick them and all.
I do think. Don't know about kick them.
Alright. Question number 9. This is a tough one. Who is the only footballer to have scored in the finals of the League Cup, FA Cup, UEFA Cup, and Champions League.
The
The only footballer to have scored in the finals of the League Cup, FA Cup, UEFA Cup, and Champions League.
Oh, that could be it.
The FA Cup, League Cup, Champions League, and what?
And the UEFA Cup. So before it was the Europa League.
Oh, that's not him. Fuck's sake. I've delayed all my answers. What a shame.
Did you put Belgium again?
Control Z. I'll
Get
bring
to
it
put
back.
French.
To delete all my answers.
Who is the only player to do a back-to-back treble? 2 different clubs.
That's not one of the questions.
Is it
Oh
not?
my god. This
Okay.
is.
Mate, we're on a timer. Like,
You're not
Ain't
on a
got time for you to
timer.
rub your
You're not on a
face.
timer.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get a drink.
Oh, go on then.
No cheating. No
Question
using
number
Skype.
10.
How quick am I can go downstairs and get a drink? Oh, yeah. Is he still thinking?
He is.
Yeah.
But you've got your
Um,
answer, have you?
It's wrong, but yeah.
All right. Well, look, look. You got plenty of time to think.
Yeah, I think it's a Chelsea player, but I can't.
I thought that, but I don't.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think it's right, but just because I can't focus my head properly, I'm just going to put Lampard.
Oh, I was going Drogba, but he didn't play in the Europa League.
Yeah.
All right then.
I don't
Question.
think Lampard ever scored in a Champions League final, so it's definitely wrong. But for the sake of moving on,
Right. Question
Good
number
on you.
10. What is the nickname of Luton Town Football Club?
oh my god, it's been everywhere. um,
Move on. Poundland.
yeah.
Question number 11. Eusebio scored 638 goals for
Oh, that's-
which club?
That's easy. At least I know I've got one answer correct.
Okay, I think you were both fairly confident on that one.
hmm
Question number 12.
Porto,
Who
wasn't
who won the Champions League in 2003? Who won the Champions League in 2003?
See, this
See,
is
this is the year that I'm blank because we went to the UEFA Cup final, so I have no fucking clue what's happening in that competition.
yeah.
I want to say that it's the year that Deportivo knocked out Leeds. So that will put Deportivo in the final. They didn't win it.
Do you know what?
Porto won it in 2004 because they won the UEFA Cup and then
Not really
they
remember
won.
the answer. I'm gonna put
2003 was that kind of time was dominated a lot by Italian teams were pretty strong.
I'm between. Well, I've got my answer, but I was between 2 Italian teams.
Okay.
Was he there? Nah, don't change your answer.
And for them, but something tells me it was.
Who you
It
going
tells
for?
me I'm going for Juventus.
I've gone for Milan. I was between Juventus or Milan.
But something's telling me it was quite
Yeah.
a strange competition. The fact that Leeds are in the semi, Deportivo La Coruña are there. If that's the correct year that I'm thinking of, something would tell me that we're probably missing a big team. And there's something in the back of my head saying like
Probably Real Madrid.
Leon or something. I don't know if they ever won it, to be fair. Struggling. Anyway, move on.
All right. Right, this one's going to be quite difficult. But I have told you it like many moons ago, I'm pretty sure. So, question number 13. Which ex-Man United player spoke fluent Welsh?
Mason Greenwood.
Who they're sending out on loan. Like, can you actually believe that shit, mate? It's ridiculous.
On their retained list.
Just shows you, like, doesn't it?
Sinister, mate.
Which ex-Man United player spoke fluent Welsh?
I'm going to go for the obvious one, mate.
Well, yeah, there's only one really. Unless there was a random Welsh boy.
It's not going to be him because that's why Morgan's like, I told you this numerous times moons ago. It's going to be some like Michael Carrick, some niche shit. John O'Shea or saying.
Do you want me to give you a clue, Cam?
If you tell me it's not Michael Carrick, I will hang this call up.
Eric Jemba.
He's really good at saying "get your legs up" in Welsh. Wow. Januzaj, mate.
Adnan Januzaj.
Does the academy can? I don't know if you ever played a full game from
Paul Pogba.
He was in their youth setup. He was the class 99, never made it. So does he need to have played a game to camp?
I'll give you a clue because it is difficult. So this was around the early 2000s, and his next club that he went to was Chelsea.
Yeah, great clue.
It's because you were still fucking shitting your pants then, that's why.
Exactly. Well, he went from Man United to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the person that I wrote down.
Well, it's not the person I wrote down either.
I mean, I think the other obvious one went from Chelsea to United, didn't he? I think that's the...
I don't know.
Hughes went from Chelsea to United, I think, and the other way around.
I don't know, Captain.
I think he's probably a little bit. That's probably a little bit earlier. Who went from United to Chelsea? Early 2000s. Would have been seen as probably a step down at that time. No, I'm blank. I'll move on. I'll potentially think of something as we go.
All right, question number 14. In which country is the world's largest football stadium?
I mean, you just have to go for this one, wouldn't you? Are you stricken? Whatever or modern history?
All seated, I mean.
In which country is the world's largest football stadium?
So you're saying world's largest?
World's largest.
See, your gut feeling is the Camp Nou, but
mine wasn't.
But what do you mean yours wasn't?
You just need the country.
Yeah.
Not the exact ground. If you get the exact ground, I'll give you an extra point.
I'm going to be really pissed if it's Spain, but I don't even know the ground, actually. I can picture it, I can't name it. Let's go.
Okay. Question number 16. No,
15?
No, we're on 15. Sorry, 15.
How many have you had?
15. Sharp. Which was the first London club to win a European title?
Wow, odd. Cheers for that one.
Yep. Let's go.
Question number 16. Who did Zinedine Zidane headbutt in the 2006 World Cup final against Italy?
Can I give you his number? I don't know.
That could be wrong. A great headbutt though.
Yeah, talking smack. Who headbutts someone?
Zidane.
Oh.
You don't fuck about. Beautiful.
Cheers.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Right. Question number 17. Which player won the Premier League at both Man United and Man City?
Oh, it's easy. I mean, that's going to make me look like a cunt if it's not the answer I've given. Has to be.
Yeah, I can only think of one. And if it isn't him, that is a niche question.
It's not going to be him, is it?
It has to
It's
be.
not.
I don't think it is
I mean,
actually.
you
No, I don't think it is.
It has to be.
No, it isn't.
It has to be.
It isn't because I know exactly what you're thinking of, and it was in the Hughes era. It was in the Bellamy. Then they didn't win it until Mancini came.
No, he didn't play. Did he play for United?
Like full appearances, not youth or anything. For like full appearances. So he hasn't like played like a youth game for United. He's had like a full appearance for United and won the league. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. This call's about to end.
All right, we'll jump back in. We'll
Yeah,
be back.
Is it
Don't say.
Shut your
Modern
mouth. Shut
day.
your mouth. Shut your mouth.
when did he retire?
I know exactly. God, the person I wrote down is definitely wrong, but
I just did he play football when I was born?
Yes.
Fuck.
were you
That's
thinking?
that one.
Were you thinking Peter Schmeichel?
No, I'm thinking the striker that was top goal scorer for City that left United for him.
Who?
It's the Scottish boy.
Okay, we ready?
I'm just gonna go with my first one. I know it's wrong, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Question number 18. Who became the first Premier League manager to be shown a yellow card?
Oh well, I feel like that's one.
Right. No, you know what I think we should do when I read out the questions next. Just you guys like read out your answers.
Oh really? That
Yeah,
sounds
do
a
it
lot
that way.
better.
Yeah. All right, Cam. Just because you're only gonna get 5 right.
I don't even think 5, mate. I've not even got an answer for 10. I don't know even 10 was. I've got a line for it.
Do you want the question for number 10 again?
No, there's a line for a reason, mate.
Fucking hell. Right. Question number 19. Cam, if you don't get this, you are shit. In
Yeah, sorry.
1967, who was the first British club to win the European Cup?
I think you might get it.
Oh, it's hard.
Fuck off, are you thinking about it?
I think you might get it.
PSG.
Yep. Spot on.
Right, final question.
What was... Okay.
Right, question 20. Who scored Brazil's only goal in their humiliating 7-1 defeat against Germany?
Oh, I actually know this one. I think that was him.
I think it was him as well.
Yeah. All right, boys. Is there any questions you want me to go back through again?
10. Gordon May.
Number 10. So number 10 was, what is the nickname of Luton Town Football Club?
No, yeah, I don't know. You just top hat. Fuck knows.
Okay. Joel, you good for all the questions?
I can't think. 13 is obviously the boy from United to Chelsea, but I can't think of someone
No, I can't either.
that would have done it. So yeah, let's roll the dice.
Right.
'Cause
Okay.
this is going to be a little bit embarrassing.
Nah, I doubt it. Right, you guys keep your own scores. So I'm going to read through the questions again. Right, so question number 1.
And then we'll say our answers, yeah?
Yeah, and then say your answer. So I'll go to you first, Joel, then to you, Cam.
Racist.
No, best for last. Behave yourself. Right, so question number 1. Gareth Bale came through which football team's academy? Joel?
Southampton.
Cam?
Southampton.
It is Southampton.
Yay.
1 out of 1 for both of you so far.
Goat, mate.
You're a fifth of the way to your goal.
Hear that?
Question number 2. Lionel Messi joined Barcelona as a teenage player from which Argentinian team? Joel?
I don't think this is right, but I've gone Racing Club.
Racing club from Joel. What are you thinking, Cam?
Boca Juniors.
Boca Juniors. It was Newell's Old Boys.
Nonce.
Alright, so we're still tied. Right, question number 3. Who is the only team to take the FA Cup out of England? Joel.
Cardiff City.
Cardiff City from Joel. What about you, Cam?
I said Cardiff. Well, I said Wales.
Oh, it
No,
is
I meant-
Cardiff City, boy, from the valleys.
This is going to be the interesting one because I thought it was pretty obvious, but
Okay, alright, we'll see. Right, question number 4. Which is the only Scottish football club to have won the European Super Cup? Joel?
Aberdeen.
Joel goes Aberdeen. What are you saying, Cam?
I'm saying Aberdeen as well. But is it Dundee?
It's got to be one or the other, Cam.
No, I'm going to go with Aberdeen, but for some reason,
What did you write down?
I wrote Aberdeen down. It's Dundee, isn't it?
If you said Aberdeen, you were right. It is Aberdeen.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought it was pretty obvious.
You put fucking 2 answers down.
No,
It was never going to be Dundee. It would have been
For some
maybe
reason-
Dundee United. It wouldn't have been Dundee.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so technically you said 3 teams there.
He meant Dundee United. He said Dundee. He put down Aberdeen.
It almost
logic,
went
you got it
so
right.
wrong there.
I mean, I thought it was obvious.
That's the trick though. Like you think it's too obvious, don't you?
Right. What nationality is football manager Manuel Pellegrini? Joel?
Chilean.
Cam?
You're a cunt. I'm Spanish. Fuck. I was going to change it to Argentina. I don't know why.
Point goes to Joel. It's Chilean. It's just you're a can.
Oh, well, it's just an uphill battle, isn't it?
Right, this next one's gonna be brilliant. This next one's gonna be
Just put
brilliant.
national team. It's just for Belgium. He doesn't even manage Belgium anymore. Fucking manager. Now.
Right. Question number 6. Which manager took Wigan to the Premier League for the first time? Joel?
Roberto Martinez.
Cam?
Yeah, that's the one, but I put Belgium down, so move on.
Well, I hate to say it, but you're both wrong. It was Paul Jewell.
Yeah, suck your mum, bro. Imagine all these Portuguese are still getting it wrong. That's embarrassing, bro. Massive.
You've been out of the country.
Yeah, so fucking great chance, mate.
Oh.
Managing Wigan to the...
Oh, that's fucking funny. Right, question number 7 was true or false. So Matt Busby never played for Man United. Joel?
I went false.
That wasn't true.
It's true.
Yeah,
Matt Busby never played for Man United.
Never.
Be careful.
Should have. That's what. Like it sounded like it. Yeah.
Right, question number 8. Well, you blurted out the answer earlier, so I guess we can move to question 9. No, at which club's ground did Eric Cantona attack a spectator in 1995?
Palace, Selhurst Park.
Cam? Yeah, you said it, yeah. It is Palace, yeah. It was at Selhurst Park. Right, question number 9. This is a tricky
8.
one.
Was it 8? What was 8?
No, this is question. That was 8 I've just read out, the Palace one.
Oh.
So, question number 9. Who is the only footballer to have scored in the finals of a League Cup, FA Cup, UEFA Cup, and Champions League?
Yeah, this one's haunting me. I'm gonna swap it at the very last minute,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be a little bit sick and say Steven Gerrard.
Okay. Cam?
I'll put Giroud, but I wouldn't say oh.
So Giroud or Eto'o?
Giroud.
Giroud. Who were you going to say originally, Joel?
Lampard.
Now, if you said Lampard, Joel, you would have been wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you said Eto'o, Cam, you also would have been wrong. But it is Steven Gerrard. Well done, Joel.
Oh,
It is Steven
absolute
Gerrard.
last minute changes.
Yeah, mate.
I
So,
laugh there. It's
so
funny.
he-
Can
so-
we get his Google history up, please?
well, he scored in the.
Can
So with Steven Gerrard, yes, he scored in the League Cup against Man United. He scored in the FA Cup against West Ham. He scored in the UEFA Cup against Alaves in 2001, and he scored in the Champions League at Istanbul against AC Milan. So number 10, what is the nickname of Luton Town Football Club?
The Hatters.
Cam?
I just had top hat.
Top hat. It's the Hatters. I was trying to give him a clue there. I was doing that to him.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 11. Eusebio scored 638 goals for which club?
Benfica.
Cam?
Benfica.
It is Benfica. Right, question number 12. This was an interesting one because you shared your answers during it. So, who won the Champions League in 2003?
I went for Juve.
And Cam, you went for...
Milan. AC.
Well, you named the two teams in that final. And it was Milan who won it.
Oh,
Yay.
So it was very close. Like when you both said Juve and Milan,
savage. I guess
you
I
were
was
both on
thinking
the
of
right track.
I was thinking of the wrong year then. It wasn't the year that Deportivo beat Leeds then.
Right. Question number 13. This is my dodgy question. Which ex-Man United player spoke fluent Welsh? You are going to absolutely hate the answer. Come on, Joel.
I didn't have an answer for it.
Okay.
I just couldn't think. So, off the top of my head, just scrambling through, I'm gonna say Sebastian Veron.
Cam?
I just said Giggs.
Joel, you've only gone and got it right. It is one Sebastian Veron. It
Are you
is,
serious?
it is actually one Sebastian
Oh,
Veron.
oh,
It actually
oh,
is. It actually is,
I
yeah.
want to Google history
It
check.
actually is
I
one
wanna go-
Sebastian
I wanna-
Veron, yeah.
I want to Google history check.
So
was
one
Googling
Sebastian.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, the call disconnects and he's picked out 2 answers. Yeah, okay.
Do you want me to tell you literally why I picked that answer?
Because you
it's not-
googled the fucking question, you can't. Yeah, tell me about it.
The reason that I picked the answer, right, is because I work with a fella that named his dog after Sebastian Veron. And that's literally the only.
No, you.
I was
Nah.
going to say the same.
But I have told you this before, but I didn't think you'd remember it. It was
You never
years
told
ago.
me.
That is the guess of all guesses, Luke.
That is some fucking guess, I must say. Yeah, it's one Sebastian Veron. Yeah, he grew up in a small
I don't
Argentina. Okay, cool. All right.
If anyone's watching this live, they think I've cheated as well. But
No, he grew up in Patagonia, and Patagonia is where the next biggest Welsh university outside of Wales is.
Oh.
Right then, question number 14. In which country is the world's largest football stadium?
I went for Brazil.
I went for Brazil.
You were both right. It is Brazil. It's the Maracana
one-
Stadium
yeah,
in
is it-
Rio de Janeiro.
Is it the one that's derelict now?
I put Rio. Do I get
Yeah,
9
yeah,
points?
that's the one. Yeah, yeah.
Do I get 9 points because I put Rio?
Did you actually put Rio?
Yeah.
I think you can have an extra point. You need it.
Yes, mate.
Right, question number 15. Which was the first London club to win a European title? Joel.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Cam?
Tottenham Hotspur.
It was Tottenham Hotspur. Question number 16. Who did Zinedine Zidane headbutt in the 2006 World Cup final against Italy?
Cannavaro.
Joel's going Cannavaro. Who are you going
I
for?
was 7.
I think he's
Just a
picking
number.
the number.
Did you just put Italy for your answer?
Oh, I just put 7, mate.
You literally just put 7.
Yeah, mate. I just remember the headbutt. I don't remember the person he headbutted.
Well, the answer was Marco Materazzi,
What number did he have?
not number 7.
Oh, that's a shame.
This number 17 is going to haunt me.
I think it's going to haunt the pair of you. I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. So, question number 17. Which player won the Premier League at Man United and Man City? Go on, Joel.
It isn't right, but I just couldn't place anyone else. So I ended up begrudgingly, even though I know it's wrong, going for Tevez.
Cam?
Let me. Tevez. I was trying to think of like players from like 2012 because that's when they won the league, but
I'm wondering
Well-
if I'm wondering if someone like Richard Dunn had a stupid spell at United or something like that.
if he's got this, I'm turning the computer off. By the way,
I'm sticking with Tevez, but it's going to be something like that.
But you said Tevez as well.
I think he's saying if I had to change to Richard Dunn, I'm
Yeah.
not. I think it's something like that. It's
Oh,
obviously
it's-
someone it was at City, obviously
no,
post
it's not
Mancini.
Duff, is it? No,
Duff?
I don't know. Duff,
No,
maybe.
it's someone that's obviously from that Mancini era, so they've been at United and probably played like 11 or 12 games, playing bit part, got a medal, and then gone off and come back and landed at City. But I just can't place. Maybe it's a keeper that was.
I was thinking keeper.
Right, so what are our final answers, boys?
Tevez.
Tevez, you both going Tevez?
Yeah, I imagine it'll be someone like Tom Heaton or something like that that's like flicked and picked up a
I
medal.
was gonna say Sancho, but he hasn't won a league with United.
No.
He hasn't won with his
Well-
City as well.
Well, you are both correct. It is Carlos Tevez.
Is it?
It is Carlos Tevez, yeah.
Fucking try to play mind games with me, pussy hole.
You're so bitter.
Wow.
I don't think it's that far away, mate. Really,
So, was he still there then in
obviously.
that Aguero moment?
Yeah, I think he went there the following season. Yeah, he went there because United won it the year before, didn't they?
Yeah.
United won it the year before. Then he went to City and won it
Wow.
that Aguero season. Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in the team.
So yeah, Carlos Tevez. Right, question number 18. Who became the first Premier League manager to be shown a yellow card?
I just said Fergie.
I
Fergie,
said Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp. It was Pep Guardiola.
Well,
Fair enough.
It was
how
Pep
did
Guardiola.
Fergie get away with all that shit?
Fergie time,
Big
that's why.
pockets. What?
Question number 19. You both definitely got this. In 1967, who was the first British club to win the
That's
European
not the
Cup?
question you asked, mate. You asked 66.
I said 67.
You said 66.
I said 67.
Well, Cam, no British club had won it in '66.
Yeah,
so
that's
the
what
answer
I
would have
mean.
been no one.
That's why I put Man United. No, I'm joking. I put Celtic.
You're both
You
right,
definitely
it's
said
Celtic.
66, though.
I said 67.
I rolled a clip.
If I say
Well,
60...
just how many points are you on, Joel?
13.
That's just shit, then, isn't it?
How many you got?
12.
You could tie,
You could tie it.
and there's a sudden death round.
Is it?
Yep,
There will be.
there will be.
In 2 minutes, I'm going to think to a question.
It'll have to be a tiebreaker, yeah.
I don't think you'll get the question wrong. I don't think I'll.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Right, 20. Final question. Who scored Brazil's only goal in their humiliating 7-1 defeat against Germany?
I said Oscar.
Cam?
Well, we'll be on 13 points because I said Oscar.
Well, there'll be no tiebreaker this week because it was Oscar. That was the correct answer. 14-13. That was tight. That. Are you counting the extra point I gave you for Rio?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Should do question 21. Name the 7 German goal scorers. to see for everyone you get right.
Miller, Klose, Chelsea boy that played on the wing.
Oh,
Schürrle.
Schürrle. Cruz scored.
Yeah,
Fuck
Was that it?
you're missing one. Well, Miller might have got 2. Schürrle got 2. They got told to like not score any more goals at half
Did
time.
Khedira score?
Probably. What a boy, mate.
That was mad. Back in the days that I worked at Asda, watching that game on my lunch.
Oh, mate, it was a joke.
Imagine I got the chili question right. I guess it wasn't to be.
But it was a lot of fun, though.
Oh yeah.
I think we can
I
make
mean,
it. We can make a habit
what
of
saved
this.
me there. What saved me there is somehow
One Sebastian
The-
Veron.
Oh yeah.
the luckiest guess ever.
Yeah, he's fucking Google history. That's what saved me. There.
Do you want to see my history?
I don't actually. I don't want to see like dwarfs.
Mate,
Panda
It's
costumes.
something wrong with you.
Well, what you saying? Sandals shouldn't be a thing. It's out of order, mate.
Not for me, mate.
Rory, will he ever win a major? Probably not. Right,
Probably not. No.
Well,
you
there's
agree?
already one.
No, we'll have to make this more of a regular thing. So
Yeah, maybe
but-
like when I was born, some questions.
We
then
can-
would-
you were
We can obviously
born.
swap it. We can swap it around, obviously. So next time, I'll come up with
I
questions
can
so
win.
that you two.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
Well, I would
or
have
you
liked.
can
I
come
would
up
have
with
liked.
questions, Cam.
I would like. Oh, Cam doing the questions.
what's that supposed to? Wow.
It'll be like it'll be like that in Gavin and Stacey when they got was it Smithy James Corden to do the pub quiz, and all the answers were Gary Lineker.
Would be Would be a strange quiz, wouldn't it? You'd be second guessing yourself after answer 3. Surely all these questions can't be
That's the
Carolina.
4th time tonight the answer's been Gary Lineker. No, I'd like to get Stu on here so he could be the quiz master, so all 3 of us can go ahead against each other. So we'll have to get that fixed. I spoke to Stu earlier tonight, and he's keen on the idea, so we can get that sorted. And like he said, he was actually researching questions that were, specifically based like Scottish football, Championship, Premier League. So
Well,
I think
we're having a wee break, but we could even do like a bonus like birthday pod. I'm saying my birthday's on the 8th.
yeah, man, no,
Building up
absolutely.
We're not busy that day.
Good to know.
Got to wait and see.
But building up to obviously coming back in back end of July.
Sounds good. But that's a wrap for season 2. Fucking hell.
I know.
Time flies when you have fun. Ain't it, Cam?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm watching the Ashes at the moment. Just
Oh, you are a fucking ray of sunshine, aren't you?
I was at work. I was building a desk. I'm just.
Can understand the glum face if you're watching that. England thrown away.
Yeah, it's the Ben Stokes effect, mate.
Like, to lose that game is so stupid.
I was going to say, I swear England were like cruising it at one point.
They were doing all right. I don't think they were ever cruising, but like declaring on day 1 has obviously gone back to bite them in the arse. But we'll see that
Yeah, we'll see.
they've got Smith, they've got Lambashang, but obviously
Who they got?
They got Smith out, they got Lambashang.
Lambashane.
Wow, how do you pronounce his name?
Marcus Lapashane.
Yeah. But Kawaja obviously settled at the top.
He'll go on to make a big knock. It's not enough runs, but they've not got a world class spinner. But hey ho.
Hey ho. But yeah, no, that is all from us for season 2. Boys, thank you very much for being part of this journey this season. It's been a privilege, to say the least.
Fucking has.
It really has. No, it's been a privilege and a pleasure, and I thank you both for being part of this project, and looking forward to season 3 for when we return in late July, and we go again, we go stronger, and Cam brings a bit more enthusiasm. Look at him. Come on.
I shattered, mate.
I know.
Kazakhstan beating Northern Ireland. Things you love to see.
Brilliant.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Anyway, right, we're going to wrap things up, boys. Thank you very much. Pleasure as always. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for all your love and support for this season. It's been a lot of fun doing this podcast and bringing content to you. You can catch all our episodes over on good audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Audible. If you'd like to catch our live recordings, you can head on over to YouTube, check out the Football Booth channel, and whilst you're over there, drop a like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, drop a comment as well if you'd like to bring forward any suggestions or any topics that you'd like us to discuss in future episodes. It'd be great to hear from you all. But until next time, ladies and gents, I bid you all good night and a star.